Eagles defensive end Brandon Graham confirmed on a radio show, I believe on Monday, that A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts are indeed beefing. He said this, I know 1 is trying, and 11 could be better with how he responds to things. They were friends, but things have changed. Dov Cliveman says this, Eagles star wide receiver A.J. Brown seemingly takes a shot at Jalen Hurts. When asked after the game what the team could improve on, A.J. Brown simply responded, passing, which there's only one guy on that team who throws passes. And so a lot of people are taking this as just a direct shot at Jalen Hurts.
Go ahead.
How do you go? No, I want to see the outsider perspective because I feel like people are getting caught up in
I feel like this is pretty
headlining stuff.
I feel like this is a pretty simple fix. I feel like just give him 4 more targets, give him 8 targets a game, and you're fine. Like I feel like they need to concentrate the targets a lot more to A.J. Brown. I thought that's not a big deal.
Why?
Because just to avoid this. I mean, you could win. You could win like what?
They won 8 in a row. They don't need to change a damn thing about the offense. Well, if A.J. Brown doesn't like the targets he's getting, he needs to shut up or he's going to be shipped out of town next year. We don't need A.J. Brown to win. We can go get another receiver.
But
Stephon Diggs. Go talk to Stephon Diggs. This is Stephon Diggs last year. They won 7 in a row. Bills are right on top of the world, and, well, I'm not getting my targets. I mean, Eagles are on top of the world right now, on top of the NFL world. I think they're the best team, but people they're at least in a top 3. You don't change a thing. You don't start funneling targets to A.J. Brown. You win football games. You play to win the game. That's you don't start trying to get the ball to one guy. Yeah, if he's open, cool, but do exactly what you've been doing, Jalen Hurts. Like, do exactly what you've been doing. You're not turning the ball over, probably because you're not forcing it to one guy anymore. You're just hitting the open guy. I think this is all on A.J. Brown, but I do think it's overblown. I think this is something that the biggest problem here is that this should have been kept in the locker room because it's probably not that big of a deal or as much of a deal that everyone else is making it. Like, oh, they're not friends. There's so much video of them before the game this year praying together, hugging up on each other after the game, the interviews, buddy. This is overblown. This is, I think, more brothers fighting than like actual tension in the locker room. I think it's much ado about nothing, but I get why people think it's a big deal. Brandon Graham should have never won a radio hit and said what he said. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I would be worried if we come out this next game and the offense is different because A.J. Brown said something. That's when I'd be a little more worried because I'm like, who's running the ship here?
I think it will be. I think they're gonna over target Brown. This just sucks because like you said, the Eagles are right now. People are debating Eagles are Lions' best team in football, and Lions you'll hear anything about targets or whatever.
Yeah,
and you would like to think that you're one of them, but I didn't know he was like this. I didn't know A.J. Brown was this kind of wideout. I thought he was very.
Yeah, I mean his numbers are very, very down this year. As is Devonta Smith. It's just not a lot of passing because we have what might be the MVP at running back.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's why to me it's just like, shut up, dude. You could say what you want. Just shut up and go out there and run a slant route, get a first down. I don't care if you're happy. I don't. I'm not an A.J. Brown fan, I'm an Eagles fan. And if you don't want to do what's best for the team, then there's the door, buddy. See ya.
Man, that's tough role, but yeah, it's.
You want to win a Super Bowl or not? Or do you want to be the Bengals?
It just sucks that this came out on an 8-game winning streak, bro. Like, just shut up for off, and then in the offseason, see if you can whatever. I don't know, we'll do something. But this just creates media attention they don't need.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that it came out. It should have been handled in the locker room.
It's weird that Brandon Graham was the one, the veteran.
I think he was I listened to the whole interview. I listened to the whole podcast, and I think he was trying to give people an idea, like an insight to the locker room, because it came off as like, oh, they were friends and now they're no longer friends. What he was saying, if you listen to the whole clip, is that they were friends before and now the relationship's different because they're also coworkers. So like, hey, yeah, they were friends, but now everything's different. Like now, like this is the quarterback, and this is the superstar receiver, and so they have to manage that new aspect of their relationship. But people just took that one little quote and ran with it.
I mean, and pretty grabby.
It's pretty grabby, but. Yeah, surprised Brandon Graham did that. And I think it is interesting, though. It is a fair point to point out where a lot of leadership left the Eagles last year. And Jason Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, those guys. Brandon Graham probably not as present anymore because of the injury. So I am looking like who's going to be the leader here, who's going to be the one who kind of rights the ship there for the Eagles. I don't think it's a huge deal, but it is something like let's keep an eye on this.
And let's keep the shit in the locker room. Let's not go.
Sure.
Yeah, let's. Sure. I'm sure there's storylines on the Chiefs, on the Lions, where you don't want to get out because these are a bunch of grown ass men You could say you're unselfish, but they all have incentives. They all have all pro aspirations or Pro Bowl because you get paid, you get money for each thing. And that's probably why this is probably a little bit of what this is.
If I'm Nick Sirianni, I'm sitting these two down or I'm sitting the whole room down. I'm saying, first of all,
don't say shit.
First of all, this going to the media is not the ticket.
No.
That's not how we're going to win a Super Bowl. Mm-mm. That's not how we're going to fix this situation. That's not who we are. It's not what we do. I don't care that's A.J. Brown. Like, I think you need to have some little tough love there to start with. And then I think you fix it. You explain to them, like, this is what's happening. Here's how teams are playing us. Like, it's just, I'm not at all on team full to A.J. Brown. You have Justin Jefferson over there saying, if they all guard me, then everyone else can eat. You have the best receiver in the league saying that. I'm not going to change our offense for A.J. Brown. No, buddy. See ya. Not going to do it.
It's.
We want to win Super Bowls, not get you. You already got paid.
Yeah.
We paid you.
It's weird.
You know, like, I don't care.
Timing.
I mean, there is also, like, the super competitive guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
I'm saying that.
He wants to be involved.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to be part of the winning. And so that I'm sure that is frustrating. So, I don't know. I think a little overblown, but I get it, and I'm definitely paying attention to it.
Yeah.